My name is Rafael Avendaño. I'm the Director of Programs of Siena Youth Center of the St. Francis Center. A bully is someone who uses their power, verbal, emotional, psychological, and physical power to overpower somebody else's actions in a negative way or to affect their space. That's my definition of a bully. I mean, my brother used to bully me a lot and his friends. I was always a big guy. I was bigger than my brother and his friends in high school, and they didn't like that because I used to play sports and I lifted weights and all of that, and I ended up passing them. So in public, they would bully me. For example, my brother was a 12th grader when I was a 10th grader in high school, and went to the same high school. And I would pass by the same area they would eat lunch with all his buddies, and they would grab me and throw me around and grab my hair and then take my nachos. And I'd be like, all right, I can't do anything. I could try to fight them right now, but that's disrespectful. But at the end of the day, I'm like, this sucks. My nachos are gone, and I just got embarrassed. And it doesn't feel good, but I have to put up with it because this is my brother and his friends. I bullied people in elementary school because a lot of people used to make fun of me. I was learning how to speak English, but I was a big guy. And so one way I was able to make people stop making fun of me was by pushing them around and telling them not to call me certain names. And being that I was an immigrant, I felt like I had to walk around with an extra chip on my shoulder because everyone was kind of saying things about me, and they were saying, oh, he doesn't know English. So I used to use kind of like my anger towards protecting myself and my identity. Like during their lunch and their Cheetos, and I used to grab their chips and smash them. And I used to laugh, and I'd give them back their bags. That's how mean I was, right? And it wasn't until somebody's like, you're hurting my feelings, Rafa. Like, you're big, tough, like, but at the end of the day, like, dude, I'm your friend. Like, you don't have to do this. What are you trying to prove? That I finally let go of that. Just how to feel like I was American because I was from El Salvador and I was an immigrant. So for me, that was hard to be not treated fairly because of my immigration status or the fact that I'm learning English. I felt people in America were mean to me, and so I needed to protect myself. And you see that right now in America, where they're being mean to people that are not necessarily born here and that are immigrants. And it wasn't until a friend finally said to me, Rafa, like, you're hurting my feelings. Like, I thought you're my friend. Why do you keep taking my stuff? Like, Rafa, why don't you share? Rafa, why aren't you nice to me? That's all I am to you. I'm nice to you. And when my friend, I still remember my friend Mark, he said that to me, I just started crying, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm a jerk, I'm a bully. And that was the start of me letting go of being a bully and realizing that instead of affecting my friends, I could assist them with my powers, right? My superpowers of being strong, my superpowers of being the best in the football field, my superpower of being somebody that could be a protector for them and helping them through their problems that I've been through. Most of the time growing up, from 5th grade up, my dad wasn't around. So my mom was the one that was helping me a lot, and my pastors and my coaches, but they weren't always there. So you think about this angry kid walking around and somebody messes with you, I'm gonna mess with you back. And that was kind of like my defense. If you swing with the left, I'm gonna give you a left and a right. So yeah, I would walk around upset. In our communities that we come from, especially predominantly Latino, African American, I would say that major reason why is because our parents work a lot, so we don't have a lot of time to talk to our parents. There's a lot of issues where sometimes you only have one parent at home, and you don't have both parents, which affects the life of a kid. Another thing is that the kids have drugs and alcohol within the home. I know that affected me because my dad was an alcoholic, so I would use that as an excuse to be angry, and I would think it's my fault. But it wasn't until, like I said, I started accepting that it wasn't my fault that I'm this way. It's not my fault I'm an immigrant. I need to be proud of these things, that I started getting better. But I think bullies have a lot of things going on. I needed to first admit that I was a bully. And until I started accepting it, I started seeing other bullies come out, because those guys were like guys I wasn't scared of, and they were probably scared of me because I was a big guy. I still am, right? I'm a big guy. But once I started seeing what it was that I did, how I made people feel, I started being a better coach, because I started coaching youth like you. And that's why I feel that it makes me powerful in this element, because I know what it is to be a bully, and I can see one now. And I can go after that and be able to be like, I'm going to take out that flame and talk to this kid's heart so that they get what they need. That's why I always say these things, right? Hey, let's appreciate ourselves. Give yourself a pat in the back. If somebody's never told you today you're loved, you're cared for, why do you think I do that? It's because I want you to feel loved and cared for, and to have that space to feel that you're accepted the way you are. As the director here of the Siena Youth Center, I see kids getting bullied all the time, and so I do my best to intervene and share my experience, right? Because as a past bully, I'm a recovered bully, right? I'm a bully in recovery. I want to make sure that I help the other bullies, and I help them in what they're going through. And also not even bullies, kids that have issues that are affecting them in their life.
Yeah.